When I was a little girl, I wanted to be invisible. I guess that's how I knew I was different. That's one of the reasons I knew I was different. I never wanted to be seen. I never cared to be in the front of the line. I never wanted people to single me out. I hated when teachers called on me in class to answer questions. I wanted to sit in the back all the time. I never wanted anybody to look at me. I didn't want anybody to notice me. I was just that type of shy little girl that stayed to herself and never cared for any attention from anyone. The journey was to get there and to get home quickly. That was my journey. If I was asked if I wanted to be homeschooled, I probably would have said yes. I definitely was not very sociable in school. That was not something I really thrived in as far as people, social life. I was very introverted and I still am, but I think I've come a long way from that. But my point is, that's one of the reasons I knew God had called me to be different. That's one of the first signs I saw from being set apart. Not right away, but much later in life. I just wanted to bring this to attention because even in my adulthood, I notice I still have traits of that little girl in me that still shies away from the spotlight. And it's funny because I feel like God has a calling on me to actually speak and say something about this. Because the more I shunned away from the spotlight, I feel like the more He pushes me to be in the front. And it's crazy because like we do this, me and God I'm talking about, we do this battle between me shying away from the front and Him pushing me towards it. I'm like, Lord, what is this? What is it that you're calling me to do? It's very uncomfortable for me. I am not in my element. This is not something I naturally gravitate towards. And here I am being pushed. I see a lot of what God is doing when He speaks to me in this way. I feel like, it's the ones that don't want to be in the front. It's the ones that don't want the attention. It's the ones that don't want to be seen or don't care for the praise or the admiration. He wants the heart. God looks for that heart. And the more that I learn His character and who He is as my Heavenly Father and and all that He's done in my life, the more I realize like He really is looking for those who are not seeking to honor themselves, but seeking to give Him the glory. He really is looking for those who are hungry for Him and Him alone. He's not looking for those that want the attention. He's not looking for those that seek the praise and that wants to take up all of the influence. He's not looking for that. He wants someone He can use who will be able to humble themselves before Him so that He can use you or them to do His work on this earth. Once I realized that and I look back on my childhood and who I was, I knew